When I came back from Palestine, my first question became like, what do I do next? Like, where can I do work and where can I do it that it'll feel on some level impactful? And the answer that always kept on coming back to me was my church. So my family, again, Christian from both sides, Catholic, my mom's side, we have a Greek Orthodox, but also Protestant lineage on my dad's side. And so my family has been an active member, and I've been going to a Presbyterian church my entire life. So Presbyterian Church USA. And I knew that our church had done good work in the past, and that's like an understatement. Presbyterian Church USA was one of the first, back in 2004, to start making these statements and denouncing, and we divested from 3 companies that supported the violent occupation of Palestine in 2014. That was 11 years ago. And I knew that, like, so if I was going to pick a place to do my advocacy, where would it be? And you think about the options here, and one of them is like being out there at the protests and like leading the chants and things like that. And I don't have that in me. After coming back from Palestine, I don't have that in me. I get very anxious, and I think that that's okay. Like, I think that that's something that I also want everybody to understand. Like, being at the front of the protest isn't a place where everybody needs to be, especially not this Arab, Latina, whatever I am, because it just wasn't a place that I felt comfortable, and it wasn't the place that I felt like I was able to make the most impact. But my church has a group called the Palestine Justice Network of the Presbyterian Church USA. And so I became more active with them. And through that, I've been able to engage with the largest group of Zionists in the US, which are the Christian Zionists. The Christian Zionists are the ones, and I will say this until kingdom come, pushing this narrative in the US, and it's Christian Zionism that is the fuel behind the US's unconditional support for the Israeli apartheid regime. So if I think about people who I can engage with, if I walk up to a Christian Zionist and I say, I'm Christian and I'm Palestinian, immediately any argument they have falls apart, right? Which I think is a very powerful thing. So I decided that that's where I wanted to invest a lot of my time and energy, is kind of understanding better, but also counteracting Christian Zionism in the US. And then I've done that through my church. So currently I'm on the steering committee of the Palestine Justice Network of the Presbyterian Church USA. And I also am the communications person. If you follow us on Instagram, that's me posting behind the scenes.